What are we gonna do now, Yogi?
Hey, boo boo. First, we're gonna get ourselves a picnic basket full of goodies. Then, we're gonna watch our favorite show. Hey, I'm talking here with Steve Rizzo.
That sounds like a wonderful idea, Yogi.
That's because I'm smarter than the average bear.
When my mom passed away, she was in a coma for days at the hospital. And I'll never forget this. My PBS special was shot weeks before in Chicago at WTTW in Chicago. It was a huge special, big audience. I mean, it was really cool. And it was promoting my new book, Becoming a Humor Being. That's the first book I ever wrote. And I'm at the hospital. My mom's going in and out of consciousness. And I have to be in Chicago that next day. If I waited, I would have to wait 8 more months to promote the book, which really would have put a damper on book sales and popularity of the show, because you have to hit it when the book is fresh, So I wasn't going to go, but all of the doctors said to me what your doctor said to you. I guarantee you the chances are she's going to be in this state for a couple of more days. Go tomorrow, do the editing, because I had to be in the studio with the director of WTTW, the producers, and 2 sound guys. There were 4 people in that studio, and I had to be there with them to edit the presentation I gave. And if I didn't do it that day, as I said, many months later, I would have to do it. It would have ruined everything. So all the doctors came up and they said, look, she's going to be this way in a couple of more days. You do what you have to do and come back home. You'll be fine. My family, my father, my brothers sat me down and said, Stephen, that's what mom would want. Do it. Mm-hmm. I flew to Chicago, 2:00 in the morning. I got a phone call from my wife Gina, and she said she just passed away. And I was like, oh. I didn't sleep the whole night. I go into WTTW. I'm sitting there. I'll never forget it. The director's here. The director of the studio is here. 2 sound guys are there. And they knew me from previous meetings. And they said, Steve, something's wrong. Are you okay? Mm. And I said, my mom passed away last night. And I was in that like a shock. And they said, what the hell are you doing here? And I took a deep breath and I tried to explain, and I couldn't. I just lost it. You never know when you're going to lose control of your emotions when someone passes on. Mm-hmm. It can happen when you're in a produce of a supermarket. It can happen anywhere. Mm-hmm. And it happened then. I couldn't answer. I just lost it. And the director, the woman, I'll never forget her. She comes up to me. She has her hand on my shoulder. The director of the video that we're trying to fix, has his hands on my shoulders, and the 2 sound guys, everyone is crying. We're all, but I'm not ashamed to admit I really lost it. And I said, I should have been there. I don't know if she understands why I came here. And it's all I kept saying. And then all of a sudden, there were 8 TV monitors that we were working from to edit. So you put the audience on this monitor, you put the screenshot over here, because there was a 6-camera shoot with a jib camera up here. So all of a sudden, all of the TV monitors started flashing, becoming a human being, the logo of the show.
Oh, wow.
And the director looked at the 2 sound guys and they said, it's not even on. They're looking at all the buttons. It's not on. Why are these things flashing? They couldn't understand why becoming a human being. And I immediately composed myself. I said, that's my mom telling me I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Let's get this thing done now. I mean, I was so confident. And they were just like, it took them a while to like, holy shit. Mm-hmm. They couldn't understand why these monitors were flashing. Mm-hmm. When it wasn't even on.
It's crazy.
So,
It's crazy good. That's a miracle. That
yeah,
is, there's the power of, well, love too.
yep, yep.
That motherly love, and you were so close to her.
Well, and it's just like I said to you with my brother. When I gave my brother's eulogy, I'll always talk to my brother because the spirit that constitute who that person is lives on forever. And if we could acknowledge that, it's such a glorious, wonderful, profound thing to hold on to. And I believe that. It's not that I believe it because it'll make me feel better. You've got to know that there's more to you than your human shell. We're spiritual beings living in a human shell.
Yeah.
And that spirit constitutes who you are. And a lot of people can't grasp that. But I know that as a fact in my life.